Welcome to a lesson on how to use the PIXLR trace tool. So to begin, let's create a new canvas. We're going to label our canvas the trace tool lesson, and the width will be 1500 by the height of 1500, a nice big square. Okay. All right, so we have ourselves our blank canvas, but in order to use the trace tool, we need to understand what it is first. So let us begin by using the fill tool, and we're going to fill it with black. You know what, let's fill it with white instead. Okay, so we have our background as white. We're going to use the trace tool, or the Lasso select tool, and it has a lot of options up here, but we're just going to start with the free select tool first. So just to be clear, I'm using a mouse when I do this. It's going to make this a lot easier because this is a click and drag scenario. Okay. Now, if you're not using a mouse, it's going to make this a lot harder. If you have access to a mouse, I absolutely would suggest it now, because if you have to use the trackpad on a keyboard or a Chromebook, it's going to be kind of difficult. But it's okay. Just make sure that you're comfortable with using edit, undo if you have to. So to be clear, what I'm doing here is I'm using the free select tool, the Lasso select tool, to click and drag a selection. Now, I can have it be whatever selection I want. And look at that. We created a nice area. Now, you might ask, why would we do that on a simple white background? Here's why. Let's say, for example, we were trying to draw and we wanted to use the color blue with the paint bucket tool and fill it in. What we've created now is like I would say it's kind of like a river, right? Or maybe a pond or a lake. So now if we go to select, deselect, that'll get rid of our marching ants. So if we go to select, deselect, that's gonna get rid of these marching ants. Okay, at this point, it looks like we have a random blue blob, but if we change our color to a kind of a darker green and click on the outside, but again, we're still using the bucket fill tool. Now what we've done is we've created a green area with a lake in the middle. We couldn't have done that in this specific way had it not been for the Lasso select tool. So before you move on to video 2, which showcases you something a little bit more difficult, before you do that, please make sure that you can create something just like this. If you can create a green area around a blue lake area, then you kind of are grasping the basics of the Lasso tool, okay? After you've made something similar to this, green and blue, we're gonna move on to using this apple. But until then, make sure you have this, and then you can go on to video 2. Good luck.